Good morning. Bonjour. Hey guys. Welcome back to our channel and welcome back to those videos. These solo videos of mine where, as always, there is ongoing invitation to check whether what is being suggested here matches your experience or how it rings for you, to check if that resonates. And to reflect together, to sit together and to look if the topics like awakening, liberation, freedom, authenticity, simple joy of being resonate with you, then welcome. And in today's video, there is an impulse to talk about, to share what is this self or no self thing, and how to see that there is no self, how to see that there isn't anyone. Maybe you've heard, read in different teachings like Buddhist path, Buddha talked or mentioned something like anatta, I think it is. I'm not a Buddhist. I just know things that are being shared here and there. So I know that in the Buddhist path, this is called like anatta, no self. And in other teachings or other traditions, there is another name for that. But this simply points to something. It matters not in reality. What matters is your own experience of that. And yeah, how to see that there isn't a self. We could first notice the subtle expectation that I have to see that there isn't a self or that there is a no self. What is this expectation about? That I will see something that is missing? How can you see something that is not here? This is the first question. What am I expecting to see? And how am I going to see that there isn't a self, that there is no self? What is this self or no self even means? Why is this so important? Yeah, there isn't a self. Already there is only reality unfolding the way it is unfolding. Already there is only life, lifing. And there is an idea that this is someone's life. And we can be curious about that idea or about that feeling that I am here in the center of this experience and I'm experiencing all of that. And there is life from which I'm separate, and this life is happening to me. Also, there are others that are separate. They have their own experience, their own thoughts, their own life. And how to see that this is an idea. When there is a thought about a fairy or a Cinderella, this is a thought about fairy or Cinderella that is arising right now in this very moment. There isn't a Cinderella real here. And how can we see that there isn't a Cinderella? There isn't, simply there isn't. And that's it. We cannot see no Cinderella. You see, this is the trick. We cannot see no Santa, no Cinderella, no Batman. These are artificial characters. We can see them as ideas, as mind made up. And where we expect to see that there isn't a self, there is no one here. Where do we are expecting that to happen? And when? How about right now? And how about here? If you just for a few seconds, even for a second, look directly what's going on, you won't find anything. What we can find here are sensations, thoughts about those sensations, thoughts about everything else, and thoughts about something that is unfindable. Unfindable. A little bit of curiosity. What are these thoughts pointing to all the time? What is this? Is it possible to find something else than sensations right now in this very moment? Various types of sensations, some subtle, some so subtle that there are no names for those, some more intense. But is the fact that there is sensation or there are sensations, is this a proof of something? The knowing that there are sensations, is it the self that knows? Is it the mind that knows? The body knows? What knows that? The more we look, and even the question what knows that is not correct. So is there something that knows that? Because question what implies a thing where there isn't. Yeah. How can we find what knows that there isn't? How can we find what knows when there isn't what knows? We cannot. We can simply rest here in that not knowing and that complete mystery. Come on, mind. You can never know. You know nothing. And the truth is that mind, this energy, very active energy that wants to know, wants to figure it out, wants to, when there is a direct experience of reality, it follows that. It's not like the mind sees and then the experience follows and we suddenly relax. No, we first relax. There is a beingness that relaxes. There is energy that just dropped here. And then the mind follows. Thoughts follow. So again, a question to reflect. Is there an expectation that there will be realizing of something that is not here, like a no self? This wondrous creation that is nowhere to be found, but it masquerades behind every thought and every sensation and every emotion. We can't see something that is not here. We can drop into silence of that which is already here. Right now, in this very moment, there are sounds, sensations, thoughts, colors, shapes, forms, and that's it. And we can totally trust that and relax here without the need to figure it out. And then the questions like, or the long wanting to know, to see what no self means, what all these wise books are saying or sages are talking about. This doesn't arise anymore. There may be a resonance, but it's not important already. It's not important anymore. There is no importance, no urge, no drive. There still may, like strong emotions may arise, but not so strong. But all the quality, like all the spectrum of emotions, of sensations is still here. Because from the beginning there was no one. Why this should change or go somewhere? This is life. Life in itself. Recognizing itself as everything. It's just the idea that this life belongs to a someone is no more here. With just the idea, nothing else. Everything is still full, colorful, alive, breathing in and out, sensations, thoughts. Everything is still here. In a way, you probably heard that. We've heard that so many times, like nothing changes and yet everything feels different. Why is that? And it's just an idea is removed from the whole experience. And how this can be realized, there is no how. There is just recognizing what's already here. There are just pointers towards that, but the pointers are not going there, they're directed here. And only you can know that. No one else can know on your behalf. And when this is directly experienced, there is no doubt whatsoever. There may be a curiosity, of how this operates, curiosity of what kind of patterns, triggers, conditions are there. what kind of energies. The mind relaxes in that. Mm. Mm. And that's peace, bliss, joy. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything, and yet everything can be done as well. But the force, like the drive from the false sense of there being someone, is not here. So then there is a natural following of how this wants to move, whatever this is. We call that body, but body again is just an image, a label. So again, is there an expectation that I have to see that there isn't the self, and how can I see that? Why is this important? Yeah, the longing to see that is grace. Is it's coming like as grace. This is grace. This is freedom, longing for itself. But how can this be seen where there isn't anything at the first place? There is one lovely book, a small one. I think it's called Ashtavakra Gita. It's a small, like with maybe 10, 20 pages, I don't know. There is a beautiful, beautiful pointer there. Let the idea of a me dissolves by itself. Or maybe I'm paraphrasing it, I'm not quoting correctly. Let the idea of me dissolves by itself. And the second sentence is, there is nothing to dissolve. Such a beautiful pointer. Let it dissolve by itself. And there is nothing to dissolve. Wow. How amazing is that? Mm. Very often when we sit like that, when I sit with someone, when we sit together, when something starts illuminating within the silence or from the silence, there is a recognition or resonance the mind softens, the question dissolves, and there is this endless space of whatever words are coming there, just attributes, but yeah, there is a recognition of that space that we all are. Not that we are in the space, but we are this space. This space is showing up as this, as a plant, as a bird, as a cat, as everything. So again, in the end, what is the expectation? That there will be a seeing or realizing of something that was never there. Yeah, there is another way of being curious what's already here. Not to chase that which is missing, but what is already here. Already here, already given, whole, complete. A warm invitation to, if that resonates, to join the members area and to become part of this beautiful community and to come and sit together with me or Lubo and with both of us and with other friends. Every Thursday there is a Zoom gathering where we explore that, we look into that, we share the space we are. And if you feel you want to look something deeper, reach out and we can have a look together. Thank you. And see you soon.